Hello, welcome back. So in the previous part, we have solved our example, some part of that example. Now in this part, we are going to start designing baton system. So first of all, we will decide the spacing of the batons. So how many number we are providing in the batons, that is again dependent on the spacing, which is C value. So we will find out the C value as per IS code recommendation. So as per IS code recommendation, clause number 773, I have discussed about it earlier also. It says that C, the ratio of this C by R, this is actually C. C by RYY, it should be less than 0.7 times of lambda. Well, this lambda is the slenderness ratio of the whole column, effective slenderness ratio of the whole column, and this RYY is the uh, radius of gyration of the single channel section. So with this relation, we can find out the value of C. So using this relation, we say that C should be less than 0.7 times of lambda into RYY, and putting all the values, we know the effective slenderness ratio of the whole column is 80.53, and the RYY value of the channel section from the steel table, we can find out that this is 28.3. So putting all the values, we can say that C should be less than 1595.3. Well, this is the one aspect. The second aspect, as per IS code, is this should be less than this one, but at the same time, this should be less than 50 also. So by calculating the value of C from this formula with this relation also, we get the value of C as 1415. So this value is already less than this, which means we can provide the value of C which will be less than 1415. So now let us say that we are providing the spacing of baton as 1400. So this will satisfy this condition as well as this condition. So this is how we calculate the spacing of the baton as per IS code recommendations. So that is the first parameter that we have calculated now. Now, in the next parameter is the calculation of the size of the baton. Well, in the size of baton, we are supposed to find out the D value, then the overall depth value, and also the thickness of the baton, and also the length of baton. And both all these things will be calculated for end batons and for the intermediate batons as well. So in this case, first we will find out the effective depth, and there you can see effective depth is basically the center to center distance of the group of bolt, I mean extreme bolt to the this one. So this is the D value, and this D value, okay, one more thing, we have to assume the dia of bolt also here. Then only we will be able to identify what would be the value of D and what will be the value of edge distance, because then only we will be able to identify the, I mean find out the value of overall depth of the baton. So we are assuming the dia of bolt as 20 mm, and then once we get the dia of bolt, we can find out the edge distance also, which is 1.5 times of hole diameter. So hole diameter, in the hole diameter, we can add 2 mm with the 20 mm. So that is the edge distance. So this is the edge distance in the baton. Now, effective depth, in this case, I have discussed earlier also. In this case, effective depth will be S plus 2 into CYY. So this S is the small s. So this S is the spacing, this one, which we have calculated earlier. So putting all the values, we can find out the effective depth of end baton. So first of all, we are finding the effective depth of end baton, which is DE. So this value is 268.8 mm. Now, this value that we have calculated it should also be more than 2 times of B. Well, B is the width of flange of this channel section, which is 100 mm. Now we can see that this value is also more than 2 times of B, which means the depth which we have calculated is safe. So we can say chosen effective depth is safe. And now we can find out the overall depth also. So overall depth, you can see overall depth will be the sum of D plus edge distance from this end and edge distance from this end. So this is how we find out this D value. So D value will be 268 plus 2 times of edge distance, and overall depth becomes 334. So we will round off this value to 340. So that is the overall depth that we have provided for our batten in case of end battens. Similarly, we will find out for intermediate batten also, but before that we will find out the thickness of end batten. Well, thickness of end batten is again we can calculate as per IS code, which is AI by 50. Now what is AI? AI is the innermost distance of the rivet or bolt group. So in this case we are assuming that we are providing only the single line of bolt, and in that case AI will be the center to center distance of these bolt. Now this distance is actually B by 2. We are assuming approximately equals to B by 2. So B by 2 from this end, B by 2 from this end. So AI will become S plus B. So this is the S value plus 2 into B by 2. So this is how we find out the required thickness, which is 6.4 mm. So it means minimum thickness which we need to provide for batten system will be 6.4. So we can provide this higher than that. Similarly, the length of batten will be up to the edge, both edge. So this L will be, you can see, L will be the sum of S plus 2 times of B. So L will be 220 plus 2 into 100. So this becomes the length of batten, which is 420. Similarly, now we can say that providing the end batten of size this one. So this is the L, this is the overall depth, and this is the thickness. So this is the size of end batten. So similarly, we will find out the size of intermediate batten also. So size of intermediate batten, again as per this clause. So we know that effective depth of intermediate batten will be 3/4 of effective depth of end batten. So this is how we are calculating 3/4 of DE. So this is the effective depth of end batten. So based on this, we can find out this one, and after calculation, the intermediate depth of batten is this one. Well, we have to satisfy this condition also, that this depth also should be more than 2 times of B, which is actually, so there is 2 times of B is 200. So the effective depth of intermediate batten is 201.6. So we will take higher than this, because minimum should be this one, but we have to take the higher end value. So say adopting this value 201 as 210, 201 as 210, 2110. Now overall depth of the batten can also be calculated, which is edge distance from both end and the effective depth. So this is the D value, and this is the 2 times of edge. So the same process we are following here, like we have done in the end batten case. So this time the overall depth of the batten becomes 276. So what we can do is we can roughly take it as 300. If we are taking the higher value, which means we are on the safer side. So now we can say, providing the intermediate batten as 420 by 300 by 8 mm. Well, this thickness and length will be same for end batten and intermediate batten. The only thing which will be differ will be the overall depth. So this time we are taking overall depth for intermediate batten as 300 and for end batten it is 340. So this is the only thing that is changing. So size of batten is calculated. So in the diagram you can see this is how it will be shown. So both the batten is having the same length and but the depth is changing, and this thickness is also the same, which is 8 mm. So we will continue over this solution in the next part. Thank you.